That's head coach Ryan Cabbage. We just got done watching a little NCAA.com to figure out you guys are going to Columbus, Ohio. And just impressions. We talked about this a few weeks ago about just the mood in here. Watching it was a little different than it was last year. Not quite as tense, but I think the guys and you were able to kind of take in the fields as they were announced at each site too, because you weren't as focused on when Charlotte was going to hit as much as, or rather if, rather than when.
Well, it was. It's kind of nice to have the opportunity to be paying more attention to which regional you might be going to rather than just hoping that your name comes up. And as we kind of went through, and of course with the way the selection show worked, it started on the West Coast and kind of made its way back to the East. And you know, I felt like that you know, Ohio State would be a good fit for us, and you know, that's the way that it played out. So we're excited and looking forward to getting up there and getting started.
Midwest, and that tends to mean weather issues, but also the course, from what you guys have been saying off camera, might actually play into your strengths. Just taking Charlotte up to that course, your initial thoughts there.
Well, you know, it's like Joe Tolan just mentioned. You know, we have 3 guys on this team that grew up playing, you know, bent grass fairways and a very similar type golf course to what we'll find at Ohio State. And you know, I feel like that this team is suited well for that golf course. You know, it's a good driving team, and you know, that golf course will test every aspect of your game, but in particular, you know, putting the ball in play off the tee, and I feel like that's something that this team, you know, does a nice job of. I feel like we drive the ball very well, and it should set up well for us.
All right, now as we take a look at the field that is going to be there, nobody from in-state, a lot of teams from far away, so no real geographic advantage for anybody. As you look at that field, do you get excited to get to play some teams that you don't usually get to see during the regular season? Yeah,
there'll be a couple of teams that we haven't seen this year. New Mexico and Stanford as the 1 and 2 seeds. You know, working the way down the list. You know, I haven't had a chance to really observe the entire field, but I know Auburn as a 3 seed. We have seen them this year. We've seen South Carolina 3 times this year, actually. So there'll be some familiarity there, but then a couple of teams, you know, on the West Coast that we haven't seen this year. But you know, we'll play whoever is there, and you know, just try to do what we do and control what we can control.
We did talk about this after the A-10s. You guys have been playing some hot golf lately. How do you keep that momentum for the guys? I know you've let them kind of focus on the academics. How do you get back to work, and how do you make things routine for them heading into next week?
Well, we'll you know, finish up exams in the next few days. I think the guys will go until Thursday with exams, and then we actually have you know, 4 of the 5 guys that'll be competing at regionals will be playing U.S. Open qualifying. A couple of guys on Friday, a couple more guys next Monday. So they'll actually prepare. We'll talk with them as coaches and you know, kind of find out where they are with their games coming out of exams. But then, you know, to me, the qualifying and jumping into a U.S. Open qualifier is going to be a great little buffer in between exams and when we get started with regionals to be able to jump back into some competition and you know, kind of knock the rust off a little bit that way, which I think will be good as we move through and get ready to go to Ohio State.
All right, Coach. Safe travels. Good luck. We're all going to be pulling for you back here on campus, and hopefully you guys have a good time, and we're still talking about more golf when you get back.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ryan.